He found the letter on a quiet afternoon, 10 years after it was written. It was hidden inside an old book, a book he had not opened in years. The cover was worn. The pages smelled like dust and time. When the letter slipped out and fell to the floor, he did not think much of it at first. But then he saw the handwriting. His hands started to shake, because he knew that handwriting. It belonged to the one person he had tried so hard to forget. For a long moment he just stood there, staring at the letter on the floor. The room was silent. Outside, the sound of distant cars moved slowly, like the world was breathing without him. 10 years. 10 years had passed since everything fell apart. And now, suddenly, the past was right there at his feet. He slowly bent down and picked up the letter. The paper felt thin and fragile, like it could break if he touched it too hard, like the memories inside could spill out and drown him. He sat down on the edge of the couch, the same couch he had bought after she left, the same couch where he had spent many nights staring at the wall, asking himself where he went wrong. He did not open the letter right away. Fear held him still, because some truths change you forever, and some truths hurt more when they arrive too late. His name was Daniel. He was 38 years old. He lived alone in a small apartment on the edge of the city. His life was quiet, too quiet sometimes. He worked as an accountant. Numbers made sense to him. They followed rules. They stayed where you put them. Life had not. Daniel used to believe his life would be full of laughter, full of family dinners, full of shared mornings and long talks at night. But life had taken a different path. 10 years ago, Daniel was 28. He was married to a woman named Emily. Emily had a soft voice and kind eyes. She laughed with her whole face. When she smiled, Daniel felt like everything was going to be okay. They met in college. She was studying literature. He was studying business. She loved books and poetry. He loved plans and order. They were different, but they fit together. At least that is what Daniel believed. They got married young. Too young, some people said. But they were in love. Or they thought they were. The first years were good. Simple and warm. Small apartment. Cheap furniture. Big dreams. But slowly things changed. Daniel worked longer hours. He wanted to build a stable future. A house. Security. Safety. He believed love meant providing. Protecting. Emily wanted something else. She wanted connection. Time. Words. She wanted to feel seen. She tried to tell him. First gently. Daniel, she would say, "Can we talk tonight?" "Not tonight," he would answer.
I'm tired.
Maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow became next week. Next week became never. Emily wrote in journals. She wrote letters she never sent. She poured her feelings into words because Daniel was no longer listening. Daniel did not notice how quiet she was becoming. He noticed the house was clean. Dinner was ready. Things worked. So he thought everything was fine. Until one evening he came home and the apartment was empty.
No, Emily.
No note on the table. Just silence. He searched the rooms. He called her phone. No answer. Hours later, she sent a message. "I need time. I can't breathe anymore." That was all. She moved out that night. The divorce came months later. Cold. Short. Simple. Daniel did not fight it. He did not know how. He told himself she left because she was weak. Because she did not understand responsibility. Because she wanted too much. That story helped him survive. But deep inside something felt wrong. After the divorce, Daniel packed away everything that reminded him of her. Photos, letters, books they shared. He told himself he was moving on. Years passed. He dated a little. Nothing lasted. He felt distant, closed. Life became routine. Wake up, work, eat alone, sleep, safe, empty. And now, 10 years later, the past had found him again in the form of a forgotten letter. The letter was folded carefully. He opened it slowly, like opening a wound that never healed. At the top it said, "Daniel, if you are reading this, it means I was too afraid to give this to you." His chest tightened. The words pulled him back to a time he barely remembered clearly. He kept reading. "I don't know when you will find this. Maybe never. But I need to write it. Because holding these words inside is killing me." His breathing became shallow. "I love you. I always have. But I am so lonely." Daniel swallowed hard. "I sit next to you at night, and it feels like you are miles away. I try to talk, but your eyes are tired. Your mind is somewhere else." He closed his eyes for a second. Memories came back. Him sitting on the couch, laptop open. Emily sitting nearby, quiet. "I don't need more money. I don't need a bigger place. I need you. I need your time, your attention, your heart." Daniel felt something break inside him. "I tried to be patient. I tried to understand. But every day I feel smaller. Like my voice does not matter." Tears filled his eyes, but he did not wipe them away. "I am scared, not of being alone, but of disappearing while standing next to the person I love." He had never known she felt this way. Or maybe he had known but chose not to see. "I am not writing this to blame you. I know you are trying. I know you want to protect us. But I am hurting." The room felt heavy. "I don't know what will happen to us. I don't know if we can fix this. But I needed you to know my truth." Daniel's hands were shaking now. "I will always care about you. I hope one day you will understand why I felt I had to leave." At the bottom, her name, Emily, and a date, 2 weeks before she left. Daniel let the letter fall into his lap. The silence in the room was loud. 10 years. 10 years believing the wrong story. 10 years telling himself she was weak. 10 years of protecting himself from guilt. And now, the truth stood in front of him, clear and painful. She did not leave because she did not love him. She left because she felt invisible. Daniel leaned forward and covered his face with his hands. For the first time in years, he cried. Not quiet tears, deep, shaking sobs. He cried for Emily. He cried for the man he used to be. He cried for all the moments he missed. He remembered the nights she waited for him, the times she asked to talk, the small signs he ignored. He thought he was being strong, but strength without presence is empty. Hours passed. The light outside changed. Evening came. Daniel sat there with the letter, feeling something new, regret, but also clarity. The letter did not just bring pain. It brought understanding. For the first time, he saw his past honestly, and that honesty hurt, but it also opened a door. That night, Daniel did not sleep much. He lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, thinking about Emily's words. "I need you." He had not known how to be there. No one had taught him that love needed attention as much as effort. The next morning, Daniel did something he had never done before. He took the day off work. He made coffee and sat by the window. He read the letter again, this time slowly. He noticed the care in her words, the kindness, the lack of anger. She had tried to reach him with love, not blame. That realization hurt even more. He wondered where Emily was now. Was she happy? Did she find someone who listened? Did she still think about him? He searched her name online. Took a while, but he found something. A small community library website. Her photo was there. Emily Harper, program coordinator. She looked older, wiser. Her smile was softer, but still warm. Daniel stared at the screen for a long time. A part of him wanted to close the laptop and go back to his safe, quiet life. But another part, a new part, whispered something else. You can't change the past, but you can learn from it. He did not know what he wanted. An apology? Forgiveness? Closure? He only knew one thing. He could not ignore this anymore. That afternoon, Daniel wrote his own letter. Not an email, a real letter, because some words deserve paper. He wrote slowly. Emily, I found your letter today. 10 years too late. He stopped many times. His hand shook. I am so sorry for not listening, for not seeing you. He told her about his regrets, his understanding, his mistakes. I thought providing was enough. I was wrong. You needed my presence, and I failed you. He did not ask for anything. No forgiveness. No reply, just truth. I hope you are happy. You deserved that. Thank you for loving me, even when I did not know how to love you back. He signed his name. When he finished, he felt lighter, sad but honest. He did not know if he would send it, but writing it mattered. Days passed. Daniel felt different. He paid attention to people now, to conversations, to silence. He noticed how many people were lonely in small ways. He started calling his parents more, listening, really listening. He made time for friends. He was learning. 1 week later, he mailed the letter. He told himself not to expect anything. Life continued. Then, one afternoon, about a month later, he came home to find an envelope in his mailbox. His heart started beating fast. He recognized the handwriting immediately. Emily. He stood there for a long time before opening it. Finally, he did. Daniel, I never thought I would hear from you again. His chest tightened. I won't lie. Reading your letter brought back a lot of feelings. Pain, sadness, but also peace. He kept reading. I spent many years wondering if I imagined everything, if I asked for too much. Your words helped me understand that I wasn't wrong to want to be seen. Tears ran down his face. I am in a good place now. My life is full in ways I once dreamed of. I have learned to speak up, to choose myself. He smiled through tears. I forgive you, not because you asked, but because holding anger no longer serves me. The words felt like a gift. I am glad you found my letter, even if it took 10 years. Some truths arrive late, but they still matter. At the end, she wrote, I wish you growth, connection, and peace. Emily. Daniel sat down on the steps outside his building. The sky was soft and blue. He felt something he had not felt in a long time. Hope. Not the hope of getting her back, but the hope of becoming better. The hope of living differently. The letter found after 10 years did not change his past, but it changed his future, because now Daniel knew the truth, and truth, even when painful, has the power to set us free. From that day on, Daniel chose presence over protection. He chose listening over assuming. He chose connection over fear, and in doing so, he honored the love he once lost. Some letters arrive late, but their lessons arrive right on time.